Welcome back to another episode of Hey OG, Nice Kicks. If you're an OG like me, you'll remember this war cry. Let's go Hoyas, boom, 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 boom. Let's go Hoyas, boom, 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 boom. If you're not an OG, you're probably wondering, what is this old guy doing right now? If you're an OG, you definitely understand what that means. In this episode, we're going to talk about these retro Air Jordan 3s and the collect that I really like. Okay, if you're new to the Hey OG Nice Kicks channel, it's a simple concept. On this channel, I pull my sneakers from the collect, I put them in front of a camera, I put them in front of this brick background which represents an inner city, which I am from, an inner city. This channel is all about the kicks and nothing but the kicks. It's not about me, that's why you won't see my face. You don't need to know who I am. It's really all about these kicks. And with that said, kick the intro.
The OG stands for old guy. Just an old guy talking that ish about my kicks. Raw and uncut. Keeping it 100 about these kicks I bought. The channel about the kicks and nothing but the kicks. Okay, let's do this.
On today's episode, I'm really excited about these puppies in the collect. Another DS pair that I have sitting in the collect, recently released. I'm really excited about this shoe because these are the Air Jordan 3 Retro Georgetown puppies. I'm a huge Georgetown fan. Didn't have any Georgetown gear in the shoe collect and or the clothing collect. But that has since changed since these puppies were released. As you can see, if you are a Georgetown fan, this is a fire shoe, a fire colorway. This shoe really takes me back to the Georgetown, North Carolina National Championship college basketball game with Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Michael Black. I think they had Matt Doherty, they had Reggie Williams, David Wingate. Those were the great college battles from back in the day. I was a huge Big East, huge ACC fan. I mean, Maryland Terrapins are on my team, but I have a lot of teams that I really like. And when I saw this shoe come out in this colorway, it just reminded me of those days, the nostalgia from them days, the Chris Mullins, the great players, the Derek Colemans, so many great players that came out of that era. But specifically, I'm a huge North Carolina and I'm a huge Georgetown fan. And these shoes represent the first pair of kicks, first pair of puppies that the OG has. And I'm an OG, you would think I would have had a Georgetown shoe before this, but this is actually the flagship pair of Georgetown kicks in my collect. DS, never worn. I cannot wait to put these puppies on and walk around in these. These are fire shoes. The grays pop, the gray cement background. The Air Jordan, white Air Jordan with the air on the back of the shoe is really nice. They come with blue and white laces. I'm not really into the laces thing. Again, that's a young cat thing. But I like them with the white laces because the soles are white. So it kind of makes the soles pop. The only thing with the white laces, you have to keep those clean because they get dirty easy. So I just make sure I have a good supply of white laces because I probably have to change the laces every time I wear them because I do not like dirty laces in my kicks. So for all you so-called Air Jordan sneaker fans, I'm an OG. I remember when Jordan was in college and when Jordan was a freshman and made that game-winning national championship shot. I remember when Jordan first came in the league and Jordan created the Air Jordan 1s and people were paying $100 for a sneaker, and we couldn't imagine how are you going to pay $100 for a pair of sneakers. Now you can't even find a pair of sneakers for a nice pair of sneakers for under $100. But back in the day, that was crazy to think that you would pay that kind of money for a pair of shoes. This shoe here, this shoe here is a nice shoe. Again, I love the color. Well, I've always loved Georgetown and North Carolina simply for not only the players and the tradition. You know, for Georgetown, shout out to John Thompson. John Thompson, you know, his son and everybody that represents Georgetown. This year, Patrick Ewing did a great job coaching Georgetown, getting them into the tournament. So really, I'm a huge Georgetown fan, and I love these shoes. This is my only, I have 2 pair of 3s. So I don't know if them other pair of 3s are going to get worn, because if I had to choose a pair of Jordan 3s to wear on any given day, these are going to come out of the collect. Although I've stated on my previous episodes that I only like to wear my sneakers once a month. So maybe those other Air Jordan 3s that I have in the collect that I will discuss in a future episode will get some shine. But if I'm going to choose an Air Jordan 3, I'm going to go with these. Not a huge fan of the Air Jordan 3. I'm an OG. Air Jordan 1s for me. But this colorway is just something I couldn't resist buying. And I was actually looking for the same colorway in Air Jordan 1. But I'm not going to pay. I'm not a cheap OG. I'm just a business-minded OG. And I'm not going to put that kind of money in an Air Jordan 1 Georgetown shoe. But I definitely would spend the money that I spent, which I thought was reasonable for these. I did not get these retail. I had to pay a reseller price, but to me, it's well worth it just because of how they make me feel. I don't know about you, but when I put my shoes on, they make me feel a certain way based on the shoe. And these shoes right here, they take me back to those good old ACC and Big East basketball, college basketball days, when basketball was real basketball, where it wasn't soft basketball, where people don't want to go in the lane, they just want to sit outside and shoot threes. Although I like the threes for the little guys, but when you got 7-footers who don't want to go in the paint and bang and rebound, they just want to sit outside and shoot threes. That's kind of soft for me. That's for the little guys. And actually, you had guys like Allen Iverson, another Georgetown alum, probably one of my favorite basketball players of all time, who was not afraid. He was a warrior who would go into the paint. Littlest guy on the court, he would go into the paint and go in with the big guys, and he wasn't afraid. But now little guys just want to stay on the perimeter, shoot their little threes and dance around like they did something. Okay, that's basketball. You know, seems like to me the men in the world, as we get older and as we move forward in the future, men are getting softer and softer anyway. So back in my day, we played what we call gorilla ball. No fouls. Again, I'm from the bricks. I'm from the inner city. No fouls. You want to score a basket, you got to fight. A lot of times you left the basketball court bloody, bruised, but boy, did you have fun. And boy, was it competitive. So, again, these are the Air Jordan 3 Retro Georgetown colorways. I'm going to put these on feet now. It'll be my first time putting these on feet. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Man, are these comfortable. I'm going to have to honestly say, I was not a fan of the threes. And I have another pair of threes in my collection. They are DS. I never wore those either. Never even tried them on feet. So this is the first pair of Air Jordan 3s I've ever tried on. And they fit like a glove. These are comfortable shoes. So I'm going to honestly say I was sleeping on those Air Jordan 3 puppies. This is a comfortable shoe. Really, I love this shoe. I cannot wait to wear these in the near future. These puppies will be on feet, out in public, walking around, supporting the OG, representing the Georgetown Warriors. They made it to the tournament this year. Shout out to Patrick Ewing. Shout out to the godfather of Georgetown, John Thompson. Great coach. Great memories. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the young men that you helped develop and groom to the point where Patrick Ewing comes from Jamaica and now he's coaching at Georgetown University. He's the basketball coach. huge Patrick Ewing fan. Would not wear Patrick Ewing sneakers, I have to say. His sneakers are okay, but those things are stompers. But this is not about Patrick Ewing sneakers. This is about the Air Jordan 3 Georgetown sneakers. And from what I've seen, Patrick Ewing is wearing Jordan gear because Jordan is the brand that Georgetown uses. Not Nike, not Adidas. They use Jordan. And this, Jordan is their clothing apparel line that they use for that university. So Patrick is now wearing Jordan. It's funny now he's wearing the brand of the dude who went baseline and dunked on him when he played for the Knicks. Had to be nostalgic to do that, but hey, Jordan is the man. So again, these are the Air Jordan 3 OG Georgetown colorway retros. Thank you for watching another episode of Hey OG Nice Kicks. Peace.